I'm a very positive person. I like to think of the world as a positive place, and generally, I like to keep that as my attitude when it comes to how I perceive the world, how I act, how I treat other people. I tend to be on the positive side. You could tell by my many videos that I err on the side of positivity, but today is going to be different. Today, I'm going to be negative. I'm going to be mean. I'm going to be a little bit of an asshole. To convey that attitude, I'm going to stand the way Bill Paxton did in that famous, now defunct Twister ride from Universal Studios, where unfortunately they've replaced it for some pussy Jimmy Fallon ride. This is really where it stood at its best. When it was Bill Paxton, when it was Twister, you should be ashamed of yourself, Universal Studios. So to convey my anger, I'm going to stand like Bill Paxton for as long as I can. Okay, that's about it. So of course we're gonna get to the main subject of this episode after the very gratuitous introduction. So I've moved recently. If you haven't been able to tell, it's a completely new backdrop to my previous videos. You could see that there's a little bit of a mirror. This place resembles what some people in the previous video have left comments referring to it as a coke house, somewhat of a trap house. There's a random mirror there that doesn't really have a purpose. It doesn't serve a purpose other than for old ladies to trick themselves into thinking that there's more space when really there isn't a lot of space to begin with. So in my move, I was obviously in moving of a lot of things. I was looking at my cards. I was looking at my various things that I've collected over the years. And one of the cards really stood out right here. One of the decks of playing cards really stood out to me for one particular reason. And that's this. It's a card clip. If you notice, there's a deck of cards inside of that card clip. It's a Binwang Blue deck, and it's right there inside of this Vanishing Ink, right here, Vanishing Ink card clip. Fuck! This is a Vanishing Ink card clip. Now, what is the purpose of this, you may be asking? Well, people use these to protect their playing cards. However, I see this as everything wrong with Magic. Now, card clips have always been around. Their purpose is, I would say, with meaning. You put it on your cards and the cards tend to stay flat. They tend to stay better. They tend to compact playing cards so that you don't have the shitty problem that I do when it comes to playing cards in South Florida, which is humidity everywhere. You step outside for a second and your hair is a mess. You step outside and your playing cards have twice their size because of all the water, the moisture that's in the air. It's gross. This prevents that. So you could say that this actually serves a function. It has a purpose, but it has two purposes, two purposi. One is to protect your cards, and two is to protect your virginity. Long have I spoken about carrying cards on you as an individual. Long have I spoken about carrying playing cards as a magician and why you should never carry playing cards. And I've gotten a lot of flack from magicians saying, but I like to carry cards because I'm nervous. I'm a nervous wreck and I tend to shake a lot. So cards really quell my anxiety. It's like a fidget spinner. It's like a fidget cube. And I say, well, you know what? You fit right in with the rest of us. I've also been told by people that they're students and they carry cards and, they like to play games between classes. And I call bullshit on that one because most schools ban the use of gambling paraphernalia, including playing cards. So you're just using an excuse to be able to take your cards out and shuffle them in ways that get attention on you. I know what you're doing and you know what you're doing. So where does this come into the play? Where does the card clip come into play? Why am I ranting on a card clip? Well, first of all, again, we go to the beginning of the video. I'm going to be honest, I'm a little bit of an asshole. Okay, I'm a little bit of an ass. I'm what they would call in the business a piece of shit. However, a piece of shit with due reason. Imagine, first of all, that you're taking playing cards out of your pocket. The spectators are already going to have a perception of you as the person that carries playing cards. That's already a stigma that's hard to shake. Now imagine adding on top of that stigma, taking the cards that you just took out of your pocket out of a card clip They say that you can't change somebody's first impression of you. And imagine their first impression when you take a deck of playing cards out of your pocket and you remove it from its subsequent card clip. This is the equivalent of a pocket protector. This is the equivalent of a virginity protector. You are going to be unable to ever get any sort of ass whatsoever, whether male or female, if you take your cards out of this. Oh, little magic boy. He can't get his cards damaged, so he has a little bit of a protector for his playing cards. Oh. Hey, Jonathan, look at this guy. Look at this guy. He took his cards out of a card. What is that, a card clip? This is why your mom hates you. This is why your father left you. That's what you're going to experience when you take your playing cards out of a card clip. And that's just a small example. That's just a brief intervention as to what it could potentially look like when you take your cards out of a clip. Imagine a gig. Imagine trying to make money doing card tricks and you take your cards out of a clip. And here's the worst part. There are some people that personalize their clips. I've seen magicians with their contact info on these clips, and they think, I'm going to take it out of my info, I'm going to take my card clip here, and people are they're going to see it and they're going to think highly of me. They're going to think that I'm a polished performer, that I'm out here making moves. I have my own name on my card clip. If I was a broke magician, I wouldn't go through the trouble of putting my name on a card clip. I would just take cards out of my pocket like I'm some sort of plebeian. You're gross. You're gross and you need to stop. And I get it. I know I'm going to get flack for this because magicians are going to say in the comments, but Pigcake, I want you to listen. All right. I come from an area much like you with a high amount of humidity. I come from an area where my playing cards have that click where you take them out of the box and they happen to flex and you hear that gross click. And the one thing that helps me is the trusty card clip. And to those people, I have to say, right there, right there. And for the Brits, I have to say, right there, right there. And to the Hindus, I have to say, right there, right there. Showing my foot to you. Apparently, that's a sign of disrespect. Learn how to do the sleights with a deck of cards that feels like it has 52 cards, just the same way as it feels like it has 1,000 cards. Learn the sleights that you do with a normal deck of cards and a shitty deck of cards. Having a card clip is not going to do shit. I'm here in the side of the conspiracy theory when it comes to card clips, and I'm saying here that they don't do shit. Somehow magic manufacturers and people that manufacture these clips have tricked you into thinking that they actually do something, and I'm here to say that they fucking don't. Look at what the cards come in. Look at what the cards come in. The cards come in a box. The box is designed for the playing cards, unless you buy bin wang cards, of which they're not designed for shit. The box is designed to contain the playing cards inside of the fucking box. Why do you need a clip on top of the box in order to preserve the cards that are already being preserved? If you want a tip, keep the cellophane. You see this? You see this? Keep the cellophane on the actual card itself. So keep them. Only unwrap the top bit of the cellophane and keep the cellophane on the bottom half of the deck. That's going to make sure that your box lasts longer and that the playing cards inside actually conform to the box itself. You don't need a card clip, all right? You don't need to specially print your name on a card clip in order to try to seem like you're professional. It makes you look like a mentally ill virgin. So don't say I don't give you guys advice when it comes to these rants videos, all right? This is definitely a great bit of advice that's going to make your cards last infinitely longer. Just take out the top part of the cellophane and keep the bottom part of the cellophane, and that's going to preserve the cards way better than if you didn't do that to begin with. Nobody else is saying this, all right? Nobody else has the balls to say things like this, and that's why I have to come in. That's why I have to step up to the plate, all right? And Mickey Mantle my way out of there and make sure that that ball not only crosses the actual confines of the stadium, but supersedes the stratosphere. That's where you need somebody like me, all right? I'm the magic cop, all right? I'm the magic police. I'm here to call out what's wrong and to arrest people. Metaphorically arrest people that are doing crimes and committing thought crimes as well as physical crimes. And today, carrying card clips is a felony charge. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this style of format. I know that it's a style that you've seen in the previous one, and it's a style that you're going to see from now on. But I like these little rant videos. It really grounds me down and lets me exude my anger in regards to a topic to you guys, and you guys tend to find it entertaining. So I appreciate that from you guys, and I hope that this has done something to quell your need for a card clip, and I hope this has done its job in entertaining you for I don't know, approximately 10 minutes. Depends on how much I decide to squeeze this video for, so I could get that sweet yin, if you know what I'm saying. Also, if you want to give some sweet yen, this episode's of course sponsored by me, the Pigcake Magic Academy. $5 a month gets you 2 videos every single week going over card stuff, coin stuff. $10 a month gets you the mentalism tier of the academy. It's unrelentless content. I'm posting every single week, over 600 videos already. All right, the moment you sign up, you get access to all the videos, and guess what? You're going to be able to be the best magician that I guess studying my material would possibly make you be. Is that the best magician of all time? No, but you'd be a really good one. You'd be a really good one. So check it out, $5 a month. Support these videos. Support yourself. Over 350 people part of the academy so far. Let's raise that number up. All right, let's get that number way up. So you can check it out. Start for as little as $1. Start for as little as $1. Oh boy, look at this. I feel like one of those late Ron Popeil bits from the 80s. That shows you my age, right? Talking about Ron Popeil, set it and forget it. You know what I'm talking about. Medium demographic of 25 to 65 that watch my videos. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you guys appreciate this. I'm going to go figure out different ways to fix a broken hygrometer. That's what I'm going to do. Spent $15 on this, and it doesn't even work. I know, hey, replace the battery. I did. I replaced the battery, and it still doesn't work. It doesn't turn on. So I'm just relegated to not finding out the average humidity where I keep my cigars. So I'm going to go and do that. It's my dance move.